Welcome back. Parents do everything they can to get their kids ready for the real world, but it can be just as hard for them to let go once their kids leave home. With us today, Counselor Gail Nelson's going to talk about how parents can adjust to the old empty nest situation. Welcome back. Good to see you.
Well, thank you. Good to see you guys too.
Hope you had a good 4th.
It was wonderful. Made strawberry jam.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of fun, yeah.
Are we tasting that on the bread later?
Oh, we could. I'll bring some. Rob can put it on the...
Perfect.
That's good.
This is hard though. I mean, you spend the summer getting them ready, getting things ready for their dorm, helping them move, and then all of a sudden you just don't have anyone home anymore.
No, and it is part of, what we deal with as counselors is all these traditions in life, or the transitions. The traditions of kids graduating and leaving, and then the transition that has to follow of everybody adjusting to the new dynamics in the family and the budget. Just the dynamics between partners, and even the siblings have to readjust. They're usually fighting over the room, but then a lot of parents leave that room, their bedroom, as a museum to that child's childhood, So and then some kids get upset when they come home from college and mom's turned their room into the craft room. That happened at our house. Where'd my room go? So there's a lot of transition that has to happen for everybody during this time when kids leave home.
What are some of the most common challenges you see parents having?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of that anxiety about worrying about your child, about what's out there in the world. And I have a bumper sticker I like to remind parents to: most things go beautifully most of the time. Most of the time your child is going to make a good choice. Most of the time you're going to get through that anxiety and stress yourself. And sometimes you don't. So again, that's another reminder, if you really are suffering with some of this, either yourself as a parent or as a couple or as the child, there's lots of resources for people to get good support, practice their coping skills. So that's what's next. Practice.
And it's hard because I know at orientation, parents are told, don't be the helicopter parent, let them do things on their own, don't call them every day, trust that they'll call you. But it can be so hard when you're used to having that interaction every day, and then all of a sudden you have to wait for them to call you.
It is a really new dynamic to not know what's going on. And the talk we got when we dropped our daughter off at college was really insightful. The president of the college said, trust us, we'll take good care, and so that helped. And then secondly, he said too, now you're going to move out of your role as coach. Because as a parent, you're calling the plays, you're telling them where to be, when to be, come home, do this, do that. You make a lot of choices for your children when they're in your home. But when they leave your home, you don't make choices for them anymore. You have to trust that they're going to do that. So that moves you off of the court as a coach, and it moves you up into the stands as a spectator. And now you get to watch and be the spectator on your child's life, which is a whole new role for parents. But I was really glad he brought that to our attention, because you really have to make that shift in your mind to move yourself out of calling the plays to just watching.
Any tips on how to make that shift?
Oh, well, how many years do you have to think about that?
I got a few, thank goodness.
Yeah, well, it is trusting that you've raised a child that can make good choices, but then they will make some bad choices as well. You have to support them through both. Just trying to back off and let them have that opportunity. You remember what it was like to go out and having all those choices. Now you have all those freedoms, you have all that access, and it can be very difficult. We have access, I was just at a Dave Ramsey course where they were talking about kids and credit. So in every bag, here's the t-shirt, here's the credit card application. You can get into a lot of trouble as a young person with credit. You can, you have relationship choices, you have, eating choices. You have all kinds of struggles when you're out on your own trying to make new choices, but that's what's ahead here.
That's part of it all, and we'll continue to talk more about how to help you adjust when we come back after a break.